Welcome to RedPrabh Movie Explanation Channel. Today we'll break down the full story called We Can Be Heroes, 2020, in simple and easy language. If you love superhero movies, hidden details, and full story explanations, then you're in the right place. Let's begin the movie. At the beginning of the story, we are introduced to a superhero who flies into the sky to investigate a damaged aircraft. However, it quickly becomes clear that this is not a human-made spaceship. Realizing something is wrong, he immediately informs his team. Soon after, he discovers that the ship belongs to aliens. As the aliens emerge, they launch a sudden attack on him, causing him to lose consciousness. Fortunately, his team arrives just in time and rescues him. The story then shifts to a young girl named Missy, who is having breakfast with her father. While watching the news, her father learns about the injured superhero and becomes deeply concerned. Through their conversation, it is revealed that Missy's father is also a superhero, though he has been living a normal life for some time. After seeing the news, he decides to visit the superhero headquarters. Once there, he meets the head of the superhero organization, who explains everything that has happened, including the alien invasion and the threat to the planet. She makes it clear that only superheroes can protect the world from this danger. Missy's father recalls a promise he once made to his daughter, that he would never work with a superhero team again. However, realizing the gravity of the situation, he chooses to break that promise for the sake of the world. He puts on his superhero costume and prepares for battle. Later, Missy is shown at school when members of the superhero team take her to the headquarters. There, she meets the head of the organization, who explains that all the children of superheroes will stay at the headquarters until the war is over. This decision reassures the parents, allowing them to fight without worrying about their children's safety. Missy is then taken into a room where she meets the children of other superheroes. Among them is a very mature child, a boy with a flexible body who can stretch himself, and a girl who cannot speak but communicates through her artwork. There is also a singer girl who can rotate objects using her voice, a slow and lazy child, and twin siblings who have the power to move time forward and backward. Additionally, there is a boy who can change his face to look like anyone else, a powerful boy with many abilities but no control over them, and a young, adorable girl who can control water. After witnessing all these extraordinary powers, Missy begins to feel like an ordinary child because she believes she has no abilities of her own. Later, the children watch the news on television, which shows their parents fighting against the aliens. The superheroes approach the alien spaceship and see more enemies emerging from it. As the aliens attack, the superheroes struggle to defend themselves and begin to lose control of the situation. Eventually, Missy's father is also shown fighting desperately to survive against the alien threat. Soon after, the aliens capture Missy's father and take him inside their spaceship, destroying the cameras along the way. When the children witness their parents being defeated, they become heartbroken, as the superheroes were the world's last hope for survival. The American president then addresses the public, warning that the aliens have issued a serious threat. He explains that if humans attempt to outsmart them, the aliens will destroy the planet and take control of the world. Meanwhile, on the television, the head of the superhero organization speaks directly to the children, instructing them not to leave the headquarters. She assures them that it is extremely dangerous outside and that they are safest where they are. Later, Missy gathers everyone and uses the drawings created by the girl who communicates through art to explain something alarming. The sketches reveal that the aliens are on their way to attack the headquarters. In fact, the drawings are not just artwork, they are visions of the future, showing what is about to happen. According to the images, the children need to find an exit and escape before the aliens arrive. The children quickly come up with a plan. They shout and call for the guards, pretending everything is normal. When the guards arrive, a young girl suddenly knocks one of them to the ground and throws the other guard far away. The flexible boy stretches his body to restrain the guards and steals their access cards. However, one of the guards manages to trigger the alarm. As the alarm echoes through the building, the doors begin closing automatically. At the same time, the aliens arrive and capture the powerful boy. Seeing this, Missy urgently asks the girl who can control time to reverse it. When time rewinds, the moment changes. Just as the guard is about to activate the alarm, the boy in the wheelchair stops him in time. With the danger momentarily avoided, the children tie up the guards and escape together. While running, Missy accidentally pushes the head of the organization, who then orders the doors to be shut. As the doors close, more guards move toward the children. Thinking quickly, Missy asks the singer girl to use her ability. As the girl sings, the guards begin floating into the air and stick together, forming a structure like a staircase. Using this unexpected path, the children climb upward and manage to escape through the upper doors. Later, as the children board a bus to escape, guards quickly catch up with them. In response, the singer girl begins singing once again, using her power to lift the bus into the air. The flexible boy then stretches his body and guides the flying bus to a different location. Eventually, the children reach a safe place where they can hide from the people of the headquarters. Upon arriving, they discover that the location is Missy's grandmother's house. The grandmother explains that all of them are children of superheroes, and because of this, it is their responsibility to protect everyone and fix what has gone wrong. She tells them that they must work together, learn teamwork, and gain control over their abilities. Appointing Missy as their leader, the grandmother explains that Missy will guide them and help them learn. She then takes all the children outside to the training ground. There, the grandmother begins teaching them how to control their powers and trains them thoroughly. Even though Missy believes she is just an ordinary girl with no abilities, she is still nervous about leading the group. Despite her fear, she continues training everyone. At the same time, the captured superheroes are shown behaving childishly and arguing among themselves. Meanwhile, the president appears on camera and announces that all the children from the headquarters are missing, which deeply worries the superheroes when they hear the news. Elsewhere, Missy sits alone, feeling discouraged. Her grandmother approaches her and offers comfort, explaining that she has trained many superheroes over the years. She reveals that Missy's mother was the greatest superhero of all. Because of that, Missy's father also became a strong hero. The grandmother reassures Missy that even if she believes she is ordinary, she is just like her mother, and that makes her special. Suddenly, one of the children rushes in and warns them that the headquarters team has tracked them down. The grandmother quickly helps the children escape through another route. During this chaos, an alien appears and seriously injures the grandmother. Realizing the urgency of the situation, Missy tells everyone that they must reach the alien spaceship, because that is the only way to defeat the aliens. Following the plan, the children manage to board the alien spaceship. However, as they do so, they notice that their lazy friend has been left behind. Meanwhile, the aliens spot the children and move into attack. Acting quickly, the flexible boy stretches his body, pulls their lazy friend inside the spaceship, and shuts the door just in time. Once inside, the children move forward using a device given to them by Missy's grandmother, which helps guide them toward their parents. As they proceed, the aliens attack by cracking the floor beneath them, forcing the children to run for their lives. They rush toward a nearby door, but the aliens block their path again. The singer girl uses her voice to stop them, allowing everyone to pass through the door safely. On the other side, the children find themselves facing a massive mountain-like structure, and the president is present there as well. It is here that the children discover the shocking truth: the president is responsible for everything that has happened. They learn that the mountain will land on Earth within an hour, and once it does, it will destroy everything. The head of the superhero organization approaches the children and scolds them for risking their lives. However, she also admits that because of their actions, the superheroes, their parents, have managed to reach the alien spaceship. She acknowledges that the children have helped save the world. The children begin to feel relieved and happy, but the boy in the wheelchair warns them not to trust the head, explaining that her people have surrounded them on all sides. After examining the drawings, the girl who communicates through sketches confirms his suspicion. The drawings reveal the truth. At that moment, it is exposed that both the head and the president are actually aliens. They reveal their true forms and capture all the children. Elsewhere, the captured superheroes are confronted by a mysterious alien covered in cloth who attacks them. Even when they fight back, they are unable to overpower this enemy. It is then revealed that the alien is none other than the grandmother herself. She scolds the superheroes, telling them they have learned nothing and therefore cannot fight properly. However, she expresses confidence that their children have learned better and are performing far more effectively. Back with the children, they realize that the alien invasion did not begin suddenly. The aliens have been pursuing them for many years while secretly living among humans as the head and the president. After imprisoning the superheroes, their plan is to completely take over Earth. Missy suddenly comes up with an idea and makes all the children cry. Using their tears, the young girl who can control water forms a key. Once the key is used, the children manage to escape their prison. The powerful boy declares that he will free everyone and takes the face-changing girl with him. However, the two begin to argue and end up separating. The head watches this unfold with satisfaction, stating that this conflict is exactly what she wanted. She knows that the powerful boy cannot control his abilities, which makes him useful to her. Meanwhile, the remaining children are attacked by guards. Missy urges them to stand together, and they fight back as a united team, each using their special powers. Suddenly, the guards reveal their true identities by transforming into aliens and capture the children once again. At the same time, the head captures the powerful boy. The twin siblings then reverse time using their abilities, and the flexible boy stretches his arms to tie up the guards. Watching this, the parents feel immense pride and happiness as they witness their children fighting bravely. When the children reach the mountain, they discover it is protected by an invisible force. The girl who communicates through drawings claims that she created this protective power herself. Missy is shocked and questions why she acted alone, reminding her that as the leader, everyone was supposed to work together as a team. In response, the sketchmaking girl calmly asks where the powerful boy is. Soon after, the head realizes that the child sitting in front of her is not the powerful boy at all, but the face-changing boy in disguise, who has copied the strongest boy's appearance. Realizing what has happened, the head becomes furious and immediately starts taking her allies toward the control room. However, the strongest boy who appears to be sitting there has already begun carrying out his task. At that moment, the sketchmaking girl asks Missy when the others, including the strongest boy, started accepting her as their leader. Missy explains that she told him the sketchmaking girl was not one of them but an alien spy, and from that moment, he began trusting Missy as his leader. Hearing this, the sketchmaking girl reveals her true form and transforms into an alien. Missy explains that she figured out the truth after seeing one of her drawings. The girl admits it, confirming that she is the leader of the aliens. Meanwhile, the powerful boy removes the invisible protective force surrounding the mountain. In response, the sketchmaking girl creates a dragon using her drawings and pushes him away. Missy and the other children work together to stop her. At the same time, the head approaches the powerful boy, who confidently tells her that he is no longer afraid. He explains that because of Missy, he now believes in himself and feels capable of defeating anyone. Elsewhere, the twin siblings use their powers to move the lazy boy into action as they all battle the monster. Using his abilities fully, the powerful boy defeats all of the head's allies and imprisons her. Following Missy's guidance, the girl who controls water creates multiple weapons from water. With help from the others, they manage to defeat the monster quickly. However, the water soon runs out, leaving her unable to form more weapons. At that moment, the boy in the wheelchair reminds her that the mountain itself is made of water. Realizing this, she creates a massive shark from water, climbs onto it, and launches another attack on the remaining monster. Soon after, the sketchmaking girl creates several more monsters, bringing them to life from her drawings. The flexible boy stretches out his arm, and Missy positions herself in the middle while standing on it. As the monsters attempt to grab her, the boy snaps his arm back, causing the monsters to crash down. Missy nearly falls, but the flexible boy quickly stretches his arm again and saves her. Seeing this, the sketchmaking girl throws down the mountain's remote, but the lazy child manages to catch it. Using his powers, the powerful boy lifts both of them upward with the remote. Before time runs out, the flexible boy places the remote into the mountain. As a result, the mountain opens, and all the trapped superheroes emerge. Missy is shocked, trying to understand what is happening. Moments later, the president, the head, and the face-changing boy arrive and reveal that everything was part of a larger plan. The sketchmaking girl explains that she arranged all of this so the children could learn to protect their world. In the end, all the children reunite with their parents, sharing an emotional and joyful moment. It becomes a heartwarming scene as every parent feels proud of their child. In the final moments, the children are shown standing together, ready to face any future challenges. And with this, the movie comes to an end. If you are new to the channel, then definitely subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon, so that I keep getting motivation and I keep bringing the best videos for you all. Until then, bye.